Hello friends, it's a two-parter today. First off, can I name the Pokemon types? Second off, what are the best ones? So first off, Pokemon types. They have a handy version of Squirtle there. I can only assume that's a water type. There's a plant type, or I guess it's called grass type. There's normal, there's electric, there's fire, there's psychic and ghost, there's dragon and fairy, there's rock, ground. I did normal already. Okay. Ice, steel, dark. That's bug type. That's a type. 15 out of 18. That's not bad. Definitely better than I thought I was gonna do. Just trying to think of all of them. Fighting is a type. Okay. I'm just trying to think. There wouldn't be like prehistoric, or that would be rock, steel, dark, dragon. I'm just trying to think of all the EVs because there's Flareon, Jolteon, Vaporeon, and then it can also go Leafeon. You can go Sylveon, which is dark. You can go Ghost. You can go. No, Sylveon's fairy type, isn't it? Someone's gonna read me in the comments. Blah 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 blah. Let's think. What else is there? Fighting, ground, dragon. I don't know. So there isn't like a healing type. There isn't like a. Brain go. Brain go do. Do go brain. Do go. Fighting, ground. They're not in order. They were alphabetical in order. I should have chosen the other one that had an example Pokemon on each one. I'm probably missing like a really obvious one too. Poison and flying. Oh, ground, fly. Okay, yeah. All right, fair game. Not the worst I've done, but let's see how this do with the other half. So now that we know all the types, I'm going to rank them according to which types are most likely to be in my Pokemon team if I had one. So, bug type, I think it's fairly safe to say I would avoid at all costs. Not interested. Don't like bugs. The only one I'd want to have is Scyther, because Scyther's always been cool, and everyone likes Scyther. So, moving along. Dark. How likely am I to have Dark? Fairly likely. I would say maybe like a C. I've dyed my hair a few times. Like, there's some Dark in there. Yeah, I would think Dark's also a very strong type to my knowledge, so yeah, I'm not opposed to that. Dragon, very likely to have a dragon. I think I would specifically have Dratini because they are the prettiest. I think that they've always had like one of the coolest designs, and 100% I am shallow, so that would definitely be on there. Also, I just think dragons, why not have a dragon? You can theoretically have two mythological creatures just hanging around you at all times just because they're your Pokemons. That's kind of funny. That's kind of cool. Is it normal? No. Is it expected? No. But it's fun. So, let it do. Electric type. How likely am I to have an electric type Pokemon in my party? I would say maybe fairly likely. I don't know. I'm not doing this based off of any particular reason, but electric types are very interesting. If I was to have one off the top of my head, I mean, Pikachu's the obvious go-to. And, like, who wants a Magneton? No, I'm just talking Pokemon. So most people are going to be like, I don't get this. And everyone else is going to be like, why? You know too little about this. So fair points all around. Electric type, probably not very likely to be on my team. But that's an issue for another time. Going to my next one, fairy type. How likely am I to have fairy type on my team? I don't even think I need to say that statement out loud. I think everybody knows I will have a team full of little fairies because that's just cool. That's fun. I would have, I guess a Sylveon. I think that's the Eevee that evolves into like the fairy type with the bows. I'd probably have that one. Not for any particular reason. I need to talk to my friend Jacob about this because he'll have a better idea of what to do. Or Mark. Mark's also good at Pokemons. But I am clueless, so this is just me figuring it out based purely off of my own logic and aesthetics, which there isn't any. How likely am I to have fighting type? Probably about as likely as to have a dark type, to be honest. I feel like that wouldn't be super likely on my team. Wouldn't be opposed. I feel like it would be an interesting one to have. I mean, you need to have something there who can smack a bee. But I don't think there's anything there that would be like, yes, this is 100% what I would have. So, I don't know. We'll see about that going forward. Fire types. Fairly likely. I mean, I've always been a fan of the Charmander line. So, I think it's becoming abundantly obvious right now. I only really know Pokemon Gen 1 and, like, some of Gen 2. And, like, some of the other ones, but very little. Like, very little. I grew up, like, I loved Pokemon Red and Blue when it first came out. Like, that was the one we played in the playground all the time. It was our jam. We loved it. So, you know, I really only know those ones. And I understand there's quite a few more now. So if you have any that you think I should have, you know, let me know. So, overall, that's just what it is. Flying, I would say flying is about as likely as electric. I mean, actually, no, fairly likely. Extremely likely, actually, now that I think about it. Most of my favorite Pokemon fly. Like Articuno would be right up. I'm just going to take Ice and put it up there as well. Ice, Flying, and Fairy. That's... I feel like, that's pretty much... That would be a good name for myself. But, you know, those are definitely options that I would... This is probably my team. My team would be based around this. Is it a good team? I don't know. I'm like one of those people on the path that you walk by and they're just like, fight us. And I would be like, that would be me. I would be like, fight me. And I don't think anyone would do. Ghost types. About as likely as fire. I think the ghost types are really cool. They do some really cool things. They do some interesting things. Wouldn't be opposed to having them on my team. Grass, not very likely. About as likely as electric. Maybe I should have more, but, you know, for what there is, that's fine. Ground, again, not as likely. I mean, some would be nice, especially if I have just flying, because then that would be a huge weakness, I think. But again, don't really know the pokers, so we just got to go with what I think, or what my dream team would be. Not based off of how good it would be. Yeah, so screw ground. No, go fly all the time. Normal, no normals. Absolutely none. Everyone's special. Everyone's special in their own way. Poison, I don't like toxic people in my life. I feel like it's only fair that I extend that to my team as well. Psychic, very likely. Actually, I might even put that up in right above Dragon. I was going to make all of these 3, but now I feel like Psychic's good. Psychic's good to have. You want to have that little, you know, psionic blast. And plus, if there's Pokemon out there who know you better than you know yourself, or who know what you're going to do before you do it, that's pretty cool too. I'm not going to be opposed to that. So, Psychic, absolutely. Let's make that happen. Rock, about as likely as ground. What's the difference between rock and ground? Is one just literally a stone and the other one just the ground itself? So rock is... So if a rock one degrades, does it become a ground type? I'm asking questions here that are very dumb, but I think are necessary. Steel. Yeah, not super likely. Not super likely. But me being the water freak I am, water type at top, absolutely. So, yeah, I guess this is my ranking of what I would consider basing a Pokemon team around. I don't know if any of this is good. I suspect because I made it, it probably isn't. But, yeah, I'm not really a tech player. I don't really go after or chase the specific, goals to get things going. But I just think this is an interesting little challenge. You know, who doesn't want a psychic, water, ice, flying, fairy, dragon team? One of each? That could be cool. Why not? So, these are my choices. I'm curious to know what you think the actual choices would be or should be. And just as a little... So it looks like the most commons... Good. Okay, rock and bug at the bottom is pretty normal. Normal and poison down there. That's fine. Dragon being number 1, I think, is a pretty common enough across the board, it seems. So flying being B tier, yeah, I guess so. Again, I don't know what I'm talking about. So yeah, this is what communities think. I'm curious to know how you think it as well. All right, until next time, I'll see you then. Thank you for watching. My name is Matti McLean. You can find me on problematic streaming platform Spotify at A Canadian in Eurovision. You can find me online on Twitter and Instagram at The Big Shabam. And finally, if you like what you've seen here and you want to help me out, feel free to like, subscribe. It really does help. And also, if you want to see me do something next, don't be afraid to tell me. Looking forward to hearing from y'all soon, and you have a great day now.